how many tames you have out affects your lag so much more than almost, I want to say anything else, really.
Unless you're just
putting a ridiculous amount of, a ridiculous amount of pillars.
Yeah, it's moving render.
Yeah, those tails, like wyverns, Kami even mentioned earlier, we were talking about maybe specific tames having limits on how many of them you should have out. The ones that we notice do cause more lag. Of course, wyverns being one of them. Why do you need 16 wyverns out at one time? That's even a small base. If I fly over and there's 16 wyverns, it's gonna hurt me a little bit. Yeah. So that's something I believe he wanted to discuss when he gets back. As far as the first status goes.
Yeah, 1 second, I apologize.
Oh, nope, you're perfectly fine. No rush.
Oh no, there's absolutely a rush. I'm fucking done with this. I'm just
Shenanigans.
Fucking shenanigans.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah, no. Might be as simple as just updating it correctly. I might have to just update it correctly. They'll probably still put a hold while they double check, but I can still buy it legally. Just the other ones, misdemeanors, different misdemeanor can come off the record.
What? Edgy, is that you? Yeah? Still sucking dick, aren't you?
Every day? How do you think you got the PlayStation 5?
Shit, Edgy.
You gotta get it from me somehow.
Oh, Edgy. Damn. Damn, rip, sorry.
I don't think owning a PlayStation 5 is luxury. I mean, what are you gonna play on the PlayStation 5 that you can't play on the PlayStation 4?
Oh, sheesh. Whoa, hold on. Now, for one, the PlayStation 5 is better than the PlayStation 4.
Still. I can run Ark at the same place. Yeah, that just playing on a computer monitor. Get better internet. Actually, the internet does.
No.
fuck, I got better internet and I fucking...
And actually, most games are on a limit to make systems be able to use them.
What are you... Wait, this person can't hear.
Your render distance? Yeah. Your render distance can base upon if the game has it limited. Right.
Who is this? Who is y'all's Beastmaster?
Who's Beastmaster? Beastmaster is one of the old moderators, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, he's talking about Cynthia Kai, the one standing here.
Oh.
You guys are shitless around over to the fucking meeting.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Apologies, guys. I am back. Oh no. Feel better. Bathroom break. Alright. Thank you guys for... someone's echo in the background. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. Is filling out the maps... See, all the crews. Is filling out the maps going to be compulsory? What do you compulsory? What do you mean by that? Compulsory. Oh.
Compulsory?
Oh.
That doesn't make sense to me either.
If you're asking if people are going to have to move to those maps, no. But to get, there's only going to be so many ambassadors from each realm, and things like that.
Oh,
and territories
yeah,
will be taken up.
Yeah, that's what they meant. Is like, is it going to be mandatory? The filling out of the maps. Oh,
yeah.
no,
that
I see what they mean. I see what he means. They're talking about the locations.
Yeah,
of the tribe locations.
Isn't it once you get past the village?
Yeah, I was gonna say anything town and up would be registered on the map. A village never really has. You pass through a village and find out it's a village by passing through it. You never like, oh, there's a village here. Usually is how I feel like it. Like the city, town, or town, city, kingdom.
People know those.
Is usually known about. The others, anything lesser than that, I feel like is locally known. Hello, Leo42WW. Don't know who you are, but hello. Thank you guys for joining in. We got 24 on the server right now. I appreciate you guys. Not the server, on the...
Yeah, we got 30 in the cluster right
You're
now.
close to the server. There's 27 on the server.
Yeah, 20.
30 total.
Close.
Is it 32? Did it just change?
It's 30 total on the...
30 total.
On the Discord.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Hell yeah.
Hurt status. Is there anything you said about hurt status while I was gone that I don't want to repeat on an accident? Or are you,
Oh goodness. I'm sorry, my son had me distracted since I stopped talking, so I can't remember exactly what I said. Repetition isn't a bad thing. We've had a couple of people join since I said it, so let's keep moving.
Alright, we've gone moving then. Alright, so hurt status. Let me go ahead and pull that up in the KOT, because this will be the last thing we cover for the moment. We will end up taking a break because I'm going to move PS4s, or the location of my PS4, from my bedroom into the living room to next to Twisted. She's going to be getting on and working on some things. Not on ARC, but some of her own stuff that she's working on. There will be rewards, Balvin, actually. That's one thing. Real quick, did I ever give you... did I ever tell you anything about Balvin earlier today?
Who?
You.
Yeah, we talked about Balvin.
Okay, we did talk. I know we talked earlier that day about it, but I just want to make sure. we're about to cover the rewards that we're going to be implementing for the Hearth advances. Let me pull it up now. It should be in KOT Politics, if I am correct. And yes, Hearth status.
Yeah, someone's putting that one.
Let me expand my Discord again.
Lone, are you? Is that? That is.
What is what?
Sorry,
What
I'm
is
trying
what?
not to say anything while you're streaming it. So
Oh, Cyrodiil?
take the fucking cowboy hat off.
Fight me.
Fight me. Heard status. Now, this is something that we've wanted to implement for a while. We've thought about it. A lot of people have hit us up about it, suggested it, asked about it, blah, blah, blah. We're happy to introduce that after many days and many times speaking of it and working on it, we implemented it. Right. So it's going to go village, township, city, kingdom. And the village is obviously, these, we got to keep in mind solos here. So solos obviously couldn't become a kingdom. It'd be too much to run for one solo, and unless you're an admin, you can't really change your name to fit, other characters inside your RP or whatnot.
I wouldn't even want to see an admin running a kingdom by themselves.
That would be
Hell no.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the solos can, at most, I feel like solos would be able to become a town.
Yeah.
But it would be it'd be like Upchuck the Goblin. He has enough RP desire and want to just do things in general that he would gladly probably run a whole town. He'd be like that schizophrenic goblin that's like, oh yeah, I'm the queen, and then you go to the tavern and it's like they're also your bartender, and then you go to the breeder and they're also your breeder.
The blue guy from that one series.
Joseph.
What the fuck is it? The Brothers.
I said with the pot. I also need the pan.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
That's
The
Anybody
fish.
that you hear talking
Okay.
background, that is thick. Don't ever
Just do it.
don't ever mess with that woman. She will love you hard and also destroy you at the same
Yes.
I'm the only person that can make that woman.
time. But continuing on, the Hearth and stuff. One thing that was a big problem going into this for us was thinking like, well, we don't want people to have abilities they don't use. Without having a Hearth status or a system in place, what is been allowed for players to do, and it's been easy to keep up with, is like, oh yeah, build is not as big as you want. You can build a lot, you can build a kingdom right off the bat, obviously, like we'd let you, there was no problem. And people built what they would use. There's some that might have a building or two that they don't use particularly, like maybe it's an outhouse, or maybe it's a freaking pool for all, for the sake of conversation. Shit, man. See, okay, stream, I want you to know I have these moments where I white wall inside my own brain out of excitement.
Hold on. No. We are men. Men have the nothing box. We are
The
allowed
nothing
to call it
box?
the nothing box. Because we can go to the nothing box whenever the hell we please.
And sometimes it's on accident.
Oh, it's always on accident.
We don't mean to go to the nothing box. Like, I was looking at the screen and, like, looking at Discord and was talking, and my brain went, haha, psych.
Yep.
My girlfriend hates it when I go to the nothing box.
Yeah. My
Good
guy
times.
preaching is ice. Let's see here. Yeah, but whatever they built, they had what they would use inside that kingdom, or that town, or whatever your tribe base is, outpost, etc. There was never really more than that. Now with implementing the Hearth status, it's going to make you have certain buildings, right? Or like you would have to have it to build a Rising status. Again, all of this is subject to change, obviously, but everyone wants it, and we do want it ourselves. We just, how are we not like the Stormblood server? How are we not like Miller's server? How are we like not all these names and servers that have either been around for a while or they're here now and they're picking up you know,
The
picking up
bulky
people.
requirements.
Yes, and they all have something in common that we don't have, which is something we excelled at. The kingdom system. It's always bulky. I need like 19 houses and 24 of this and 32 of that. And it's like, where does it end? You know, like now I got 7 shops that I only need 1 or 2 for. You know, so if you guys will notice on the her status, a lot of the requirements is only 1 or 2 of this, 1 or 2 of that. If I go down to kingdom status, I believe there is the 5 housing, which obviously if there's, say, 5 houses for housing. Now, if you have one giant long house that's like a bunk house for every member, technically that would work in a way, because not all tribes live by themselves, have their own player home. Like, not everyone's going to live by themselves inside the tribe. They could be in relationships, could be together, or simply maybe they all just sleep under the same roof. But obviously, aesthetically enough, that would be enough housing for 5 or more people. You know, that could be one building built big enough for 5 people, or 5 separate buildings for 5 people. Alright, hey Kronos, have a good day. Go enjoy your food. The stream won't last too much longer because I am going to be switching rooms and stuff. So we'll be jumping back into it, and we'll be in a different place when I jump back on stream here in Ark. We're going to be on a different server, give you guys a sneak peek into some stuff. So you have a good one, Egan. We'll probably be here when you get back. But for the people, what are the concerns that you had? Findle, you'd gotten some messages about her status that I wanted to bring up, but I don't remember exactly what was said. We might have covered them too already, but I know you had a message or two about her status.
I have to look. I don't remember exactly.
I had a couple people message me, and I feel like the concern was pretty much just that the buildings that are required for Kingdom, on top of what tribes would want for themselves to be able to run as a tribe on Ark, could potentially lead to a lot of lag. But I feel like there's already tribes that are larger than what we're requiring.
Yes,
and if once we get the tame limit set to how many you should have out and the specific tames,
like, there's no need for 16 wyverns out. If you gotta uncryo a wyvern when you go out, it's not a huge deal.
No, I mean, if you have to uncryo a bunch of them, usually that's one thing as admins we pride ourselves on. We don't put it in the admin store that you can ask for it, but if you have to unleash, 20 dragons because you're about to go have air warfare, then, we love what we do. Hit up an admin. Hey, man, we're about to go to war. Hey, man, we're about to have a skirmish, or we're doing an event, and we had to uncryo all our stuff. Can you clear cryo sickness? I know Kronk, me, Findle, maybe Riker, hell, any of the other ones are not going to have any problem whatsoever doing it.
Yeah,
The
I've done
only
that
problem
a few
you'll
times.
run it. Yeah, even the owner Lone has done it too. The only problem you're going to run into with me personally, Findle most of the time, I think Findle personally now too, and maybe even Lone, we will not heal your tame.
Nope.
No, I don't care how bad it's hurt. I will not heal it. You can ask to stop and bring out a healer of your own. There's an admin that has an admin tame on the map that has 200k stamina to heal people, so that we allowed him to do that so he could loophole the system of, we're not going to heal, because if we personally take the time to heal 1 or 2 tames, well, now I need to do it for every single person. Well, if there's an admin on the map that has a tame inside the game that is a part of the game, and he decides to use that on his own will, that's different, because then we don't have to do the unclaiming process. I don't have to jump on it, type things in, and do that each individual one. And it also gets rid of the, admin abuse. They healed their tames but wouldn't heal mine.
Yeah, exactly, because we don't ever want anybody to feel like we're taking any single side in any type of skirmish or event, nothing like that. We don't want.
We're
any
just there to watch
problems.
the fight.
Yeah, the whole point of our group is for everybody to have a good time.
Hey guys, I'll be back to the chat later. I'm
Alright,
gonna go
after man.
talk to the old people, see what we're.
You have a good one. I'm gonna go
Alright,
check out. Do you remember the Mage's Circle, the cave base?
Yeah.
I was telling Findle, I'm gonna fly over there.
All right,
And give people
why
a
don't
peek
we go?
inside of an old base.
You should put a message out before the next stream and give people the opportunity to showcase their bases. We don't we'll show up wherever your location is. They don't need to post it anywhere. Just send it to us, and we can show up and just pick a spot and hang out outside. We don't even have to go inside.
Nope, not at all. Did she delete it all? No, she didn't. I'm over here. I'm ghosting through the wall. And for those that haven't seen, welcome to the old Mage's Circle hideout when we disappeared from the server and no one knew it for a moment. Woo! A little bit of lag, a little bit of lag. This place is empty, bro. I forgot she completely emptied this place out. This is another place that's going to go up for auction, by the way. Woohoo! I am in ghost mode. As soon as it loads in, I feel like some things have auto-decayed. Or they were destroyed somehow. They might have auto-decayed. I don't know if that's a thing. But it looks like it. Who is this? Someone might have got their way in here. Nope, that is Twisted Phoenix's body. Alright, so it's broke a little bit. I'll have to fix it just a little, but yeah. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go down into the secret room. Secret room. There we go. There we go. Alright, Findle, if you'd like to join me, actually, is this it? Nope, wrong door. Where's the door at? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff gone. I didn't realize it had been broken like this. Never mind, I'm not going in the floor. There's a lot of stuff missing, so I'm just gonna hang out inside. You'll see me where I'm at. I'm just gonna hang out in here. Damn. So guys, there was a lot more to this place. It looks like auto decay got to it. I will fix it back up before it goes on the
There's a
auction house.
taxidermy of the Indoraptor.
Yep, here's an old mythical?
I think this was the first version of it. So I don't remember how he did his rankings. It wasn't anything. It wasn't how we named them now. It was like
Exactly.
Phase 1, Phase 2, and then something I don't remember.
And Blaze, I'm actually answering your question right now. Wait, so if we were to go to war, we could ask you to turn off cryo sickness for us throughout the army? No. What we would do is, say you're going to war and you're like, hey, we just uncryoed 70 tames or whatever. It's easy for the admins to type in clear cryo sickness and just hit all of them real quick and hit them in order. It also gives us time to, doing that gives us time to, there's a war going on, is there anything that we've missed, etc., etc.
Yeah, we'll do it at the start of something like that, but throughout an event, or throughout the going-ons of a war, no. We won't sit and... So you would need to be prepared at the start. If you wanted a large number of tames cleared of their cryo sickness at the start, sure. But while it's happening, no.
Yes, exactly. Alright, going on with this, we were... Move locations a little. So
Did we get all the applications? That was all of them earlier?
Yes, that was all of them. One of them, I only got I didn't look at it completely because I was saving it for today. Yeah, we could clear cryo sickness for the army at the very beginning. Like, hey, we're going to war in an hour, we're getting our army out. You throw out your army, we, pop. Yep, good to go. Yeah. The admins can wake up anything with clear cryo sickness. You could be knocked out personally, or your team could be knocked out, and we could, boom, wake you up.
We can also put you to sleep.
Yes, we can also put you to sleep. Night night. Let's see here. The hurt status, or I guess I should say, or the applications you asked about real quick. The applications, I didn't read through it completely. They didn't even turn in half of it, which is another Caesar. It's not Caesar, but it's another Caesar. So I was about to bring it up, and I stopped. I was like, "Is it worth it?" And I'm like, "No, they didn't even turn in the whole thing." So I literally deleted it. And then the other person, they are not here at the moment.
Yeah, unavailable. No problem.
Yeah,
We'll come back.
IRL stuff. If they honestly, if they come back here in a week or two after they get done with their family and the loss and stuff, and they send the application in, I'll read it. I'll give them a chance because they, life took that away from them. So,
Yeah.
the back on the her status though, to finish up with it, because there's not too much we can really say about it. But the her status, yes, could it become a laggy problem? It could be if not done right. The village isn't going to cause a problem. The township won't cause a problem. I think the in between the city and becoming a kingdom is going to make people think there's a lot.
How many kingdoms should we allow per map?
First number that comes to mind?
Yeah.
8.
Hold on.
Lone?
Now, that comes to the problems that people are going to rush and try to get kingdom, but then the people that actually take their time and build how they want to build and do it how they want to do it will not get kingdom.
Well, it's going to take 4 weeks for anybody to hit kingdom status.
Hey, asshole.
You're going to go up 1 level per week, and that'll get you.
Yep.
Yeah,
like even the people that are already built up huge.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Me and you can go to king. We can build everything for kingdom in 2 days.
Oh yeah, without admin or GNCM or anything.
Yeah, without admin, without anything, me and you can go to kingdom in 2 days. We can build everything we need for it.
Yep.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna come along and do it, but then someone that actually wants to RP and have a kingdom.
Well, that's where wars come in.
And that would be, and if people don't want to go to war, but people are like, okay, say we had 4 kingdoms or 8 kingdoms, whatever the number is, and they're like, okay, there's already, a max number of kingdoms on the map. I would like to become a kingdom. Okay, well, do you know what kingdom you would like to try to take over or take, knock down or anything? And we'd have to figure out how exactly to do that because we don't want to go through and wipe people's stuff, allow them to fight and say they lose and then you get to destroy some of the buildings, because technically that would knock them down in status, but again, like he said, it could be rebuilt in a day, 2 days, and then they could go right back to trying to get the kingdom status back from the people that knocked them down. So it would go back and forth very quickly.
And that's the other thing, we gotta put a limit. If you just got kingdom status, then you cannot be attacked. I say it for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, I give it a overall like a protection spell in a way. Like you become, impenetrable for 2 weeks. Like you can have skirmishes, but can't get stripped of your title.
No, because then everybody's just gonna go for that
repeatedly on rinse. Well, and with the
because I would. I mean, that's something I do.
With the wars too, if we did that, it's where wars come in, trying to take over kingdoms and whatnot. We would be able to do the staged wars that Findle was wanting to do. Say you're a town, or you become a city. Well, now you're a city. You can apply for staged wars between a city and a kingdom. Or if you're a kingdom, you can apply for staged wars between a kingdom and a kingdom.
Hey,
or if you're a town, you can apply for a staged war between another town or another city, and that way it would be, yes, more than one kingdom is allowed on the map. Yeah, right now there's not a set number of kingdoms.
Oh yeah.
If we don't get this set fast, then technically everyone could become a kingdom within the rules that we have right now as we're speaking, which is why we're talking about it.
Oh wow, this definitely did auto-decay more since I was just in here a couple days ago.
Yeah. There used to be a building, there used to be a tall building right there behind it that went up that housed all this. You can tell the safe dropped because the safe was this safe was in the wall a little bit. Like she could only access it from the bottom side, so you could tell its safe dropped. Like, you can tell this is just right on the corner of where the food used to be. You look downstairs, you can see the door that's there still, but it used to have the hallways in it. Like, oh, it's hilarious. Sucks, but that's hilarious.
Yeah. It's accurate.
Yeah, but it would that would allow stage wars to happen. So I suppose coming out of this, what we need to realize is that the admins or the admin team needs to figure out how many kingdoms can be on the map. Maybe rework the village, city, town, kingdom, or village, town, city, kingdom a little bit to where the buildings required are RPUs. They're actually useful, and maybe there's something we could take out or add in that can be merged or 2-in-1 or something like that to help out with it, because I don't want useless builds. I don't want only you to use your town hall and the other 6 buildings are useless, awesome. So that's something we'll have to look into, and we'll get that done. Let's set a time frame for that right now, Findle. What do you think is a healthy time frame that we could get something fleshed out? What you'd say, like by Sunday, or like?
On the
5
kingdoms?
days from now? Yeah.
So, as far, do you have anything you can write on at the moment? I can pull up a document on my phone.
I have my notes open on my computer.
So what we need for that is how kingdoms could be knocked out of their place if we're going to set a limit for how many there can be per map. We need to set a way for them to be able to be knocked down from that title.
Yes. What'd you say, Lone?
Oh, Fade was commenting on the YouTube about how nice the building looks and him watching.
Awesome,
nice.
Awesome. Fantastic. Glad somebody's looking into it.
And then, of course, we'll need to figure out... So I'm just trying to set points that we need to hit on this for it to work right as a whole. Of course, how many kingdoms can be on the map, and then I guess really just what can be done to strip a kingdom of their title if you're trying to become a kingdom yourself. Maybe we should make it a little more difficult to become a kingdom.
I say
Not structure-wise. What's that?
Not structure-wise?
They want to like that, and if they want to become a kingdom, and there's already so many kingdoms, then the only other way is dethroning somebody.
That's good. Yeah.
That's really what I was thinking. As far as not structure-wise, crap, what was I?
I think that's what you said. You said a little more difficult to become a kingdom, but not structure-wise.
Yeah, so I like that they have to... I'm sorry, I didn't actually know that you could only move up from city to township like one time a week. I didn't know that you had to wait that week period.
That's something...
That's great.
I forgot to type that in.
I need to set that... I need to send that to Monty because I didn't know that. And I gave him false information earlier. If you're still listening, there you go. You got your real answer.
Yeah,
now.
it's partially on me too.
Yeah, there were some things that we.
No, man, it was super late. I ended up falling asleep on you guys.
I didn't get the rule of Hearth stuff typed in because I would have had it typed in earlier, but I didn't feel comfortable with what we had. So I actually didn't get it typed or posted until like 4:45 in the morning. So I was dying when I posted it.
Sunday.
I got it like 4:30.
What is today?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. No, man, we'll have that done by Friday. Well, that gives us 3 days. Yeah, 3 days to work this out. One time a day, be like, okay, I really like where we finished with this today. Let's come back to it tomorrow. Look it all over again. See if we think anything should be changed. That's 3 days. We don't, It's plenty of time.
Somebody wants to see the outside. Yeah, you can see the outside.
The outside is...
The outside is,
The inside was beautiful. She had this really nicely structured. I mean, it was nothing like what it is now.
So right here is where it's at. Yes, I'm gonna fly over to Windhelm before we end this. Because I figure we'll probably got about another 10 minutes. I'm gonna go over some questions. I see a question in the chat.
I have about 40 minutes before I go get my fiance from work, and then I'll be off for an undisclosed amount of time. I don't know. I'll be back on tonight, but I don't know when.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gotta get the dang old baby to sleep.
Speaking of,
Hey, Logan,
I am inside the Windhelm throne room.
Are there seriously tames alive in here?
Hardy James.
Oh, okay. They're using this. Who the...
Yep, I'm always sitting up here. Someone's mic's going crazy. Alright, yeah, let's accept. Okay, so going in real quick, I'm gonna go. I scroll up just a little bit here on the Twitch. Is more than one kingdom allowed on a map? Yes, because like I said, when will inspections begin? We'll say Friday after we get it posted and an announcement goes out for the finalization. We will have.
We'll start inspection Saturday. They probably won't happen. Yeah, I guess we can set a time up on Saturday to begin the inspections.
That'll work. Alright, so Saturday will be inspections when we start them. Also, how much land can a kingdom control?
I just sent that to you on Discord. The idea for that was kingdom or township can claim those grid square that they're in. No more than one township per square. Cities can claim 4. They're above township, but they can't overlap with other cities. And then 5 cities get 5. The one they're in and one on each side. And then kingdoms get 9. The square they're in and the around, but they can't overlap with other kingdoms, or else they have to fight for that square.
Ooh, okay, I like that. So, but to be able to say that they have, let's see,
Mr. Movie up.
to be able to label land out. Now, we can use a map, of course, and we can get the Ragnarok map. Label it out with colors, give the boundaries, borders, whatever, right? But how would I know in-game that I am in your land, right? I feel like each square, like say I'm a kingdom, each square that you own needs not like a building in it that you use, but some kind of something that shows this is your land. You know what I mean? Whether it be a way shrine point put down, which is a tech transmitter, or
I was gonna say a small tower or something.
A watchtower
Per square is a good idea, because it's not a structure that's huge and is going to lag hard, but it would be obvious, like, oh, that's whose watchtower is this? Okay, I'm in their land. Which, how is owning land going to work? Are they allowed to set their own laws for the land? This is something that
within the server
that's
rules.
another bulletin. That's another bulletin that will be hitting over the next couple days. Yeah, like, does it give them a jurisdiction over that land?
I think within server rules, they would be able to set their own rules, right?
Yeah, within server rules.
So, like, let me throw out something for you, Lon. Let me throw out an example, and you tell me if this is something that would be workable or not. So, say I'm in my own, I'm in my kingdom, and I'm like, I don't want people, kind of like how we're thinking of the Divines. We want a no-flyer area above our castle or wherever we're at specifically, right? So would someone like that be able to implement those type of rules? Like, hey, You know, what if I want? Okay, I'm a kingdom. I can set some rules. I want a no flyers around my city hall or kingdom hall or whatever it is, like the main castle. Would I be able to put tames up or things up that are plants that could shoot people if they came too close? Would that be eligible?
I think
I'm just
with
trying
a
to
warning.
think of something off the top of my head.
You know what I mean? Because you can give the. I think plants can do warnings, right?
I'm not sure, but if we did only a certain number of plants, then they would only get hit so much. I mean, nothing's going to die unless you have 50 plants. Then there's no way, you know?
Yeah, Caesar, I'm not ignoring you. We've actually covered that like 3-4 times now.
You said what?
Caesar asked why he was being ignored about letting, you know, somebody go to war for kingship. And we were just discussing that a couple times.
I believe so.
Oh, Caesar actually able. Oh, that's because you're on YouTube. Nice, nice.
Oh, heard. I was about to say, I was like,
fantastic.
I was like looking at the stream. I was like, where?
No, Alone is streaming on YouTube so that more people are available, capable to watch.
Yeah, some don't have
sinful.
Twitch.
I want to give you a heads up. No one else can tell that you painted on canvas or war map except the people in your tribe. Going down...
Which really sucks.
I will. It does suck. It does, because there's actually a place on Val where Twisted took pictures, screenshots with actual camera lens, and spent the time DCing for like 5 days straight just to paint all these canvases with like pictures of people RPing, like 20 plus people in groups together getting ready for a picture, and she gets them on there, they all look perfect, and she was like, hey, you, come check this out. And had some random person come look at it, and they said, wow, what a nice white piece of canvas.
Yeah, you used to be able to see it. I'm guessing that's something they broke in one of the updates.
Yeah. Going down it again. 1 week is a long time to wait. When will inspections begin? Now, Flax, is that Flax first? Is that Caesar? I don't know. I don't think so. But no, we just answered that. The inspections will begin Saturday. Inspections will be open Saturday. So when we'll start them. And 1 week, it is a long time. But like, if we didn't do 1 week or 5 days or whatever, then everyone. Yeah, which is a good thing. There'd be so many wars, but then...
It wouldn't be for the smaller tribes either. Like, people just like power level. Like, we got 12 people, we're all instant kingdom.
Yeah, instant kingdom in 2 weeks. Like, okay. Like, look, appreciate you playing in the server, but I don't want you to build a kingdom in 2 weeks, and then you're like, I'm bored. I'm done. You know, there's nothing to fight for anymore. And it's like, no, when you're a kingdom, there is, like, when you're a kingdom, you, at that point, can't rely on anyone else but yourself to push RP, really.
Exactly.
Because if you've gotten to that status, if you've gotten that big, that is because of your own work and your tribe's own work, not anybody else's. So if you reach that point and you're like, in 2 weeks we reach the kingdom status because there's 12 of us, man, that's your own fault. That's if you got bored, it's kind of like if we don't have a process where it's a lengthy time, then people might get bored in a month. Now, people get bored all the time with the game and could be in the server for 2 weeks and quit, specifically just because they're bored with the game, not because of the server, not anything to do with the admins or the players. That can happen, but we're trying to cut out I don't want an admin or the server to influence you to get bored. So if you reach that status and you're like, oh, that's a long time to wait, good. Find, do some other things. Like, it's good to have a goal of kingdom, but if that's your only goal, once you reach kingdom and you reach it quickly, you're going to find yourself looking at your TV screen going, what do I do next? Like, I've already done this, I've already done that, and I've done it all in 2 weeks. Like, I'm bored now. It's like, no. We're going to spread it out a little bit for you at least. Like, there's got to be some kind of leeway. I mean, I bet some of you guys listening play phone games on your phone that take weeks to do. So it shouldn't be any different. Are you going to auction off the water cave base owned by Mages Guild? Downright sinful. Yes, I'm going to, but it's also more than likely going to be destroyed, only because of the location, sadly. Brilliant looking place, but I don't think right now we have anyone that has the pleasure or the time to fly all the way to, I think it's like 100 or something like that. It's way out in the ocean. Scrolling down again, let's see. The alliance system is being located.
Oh, are they talking about that one or the one that's in the cave underneath?
Oh, no. They're talking about, I don't think they know about the one underneath the tower. That one I am going to be selling, but I'm going to offer, or auction housing or deleting, but I'm going to offer that one to the people that are building on the lighthouse at the moment, the old Mage's Guild Tower. Do landmarks and divvies, Balvin said, blah, 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 that's a pretty good thing. Monty also said, also with land claims, does this force us to live in the middle of our land then? Not necessarily, because if it's your land, you could live anywhere on your land. Like, if your castle is on the edge of your boundary, that's all the players call. Like, if the player it feels comfortable being on the edge of the boundary right next to another kingdom that has a castle just as close to the boundary as you, that's all on the player. It's if you feel like moving, move. If you don't. Like, just you'll be able to try to claim the land that's around you, or you're going to end up claiming territory in the water that's around you. Either way.
Yeah.
1 week is good because it gives space for events in RP. Monty, thank you. You're absolutely right. Let's see, but blah, just you see and heard my name. What's up? Oh, sorry. No, the Highlands water base. Oh, so you mean actually the one in the giant cave? Sinful, if you don't mind replying if you're still here. Oh yeah, no, I know your name's Cynthia Kai. I figured so with the way you spelled sinful. Alright, so one last thing I want to cover with Lone here and with Findle before we end up going, because I know Findle's got to leave here a moment. And side note, Sinful, yes, that cave, that is the one I'm actually going to be trying to auction house off, or offering it to the owners of the Mage's Tower, or the Lighthouse now. It's the old Mage's Tower. Now, what do I get for going from village, or from nothing to a village, and what do I receive on each of those? Not only do I receive a status, but I feel like they should get something. So
absolutely. So I thought it was stated in there that as you come up into village, you would receive a rare specified for your town. Then, when you went up into township, you would receive a legendary specified for your town.
And then void and mythical, correct, as it goes up?
So on and so forth. Yeah, that's why there was 4 stages, so that it would equal out to the 4 stages of custom creatures that we currently have.
Yes.
Maybe we should throw in a specified amount of coin. This is another point that we can add to our discussion for the next couple days. What will they receive specifically? So, what's out there right now was the first iteration of what we were going to put out. We wanted to get something out there because people have been asking a lot, and they got a really good backbone for the structure of what we will have developed fully this Friday.
And that's I'm glad I brought that up because I know that's what we typed in, I'm pretty sure, but I wanted to make sure.
Yes, I wasn't sure if it made it there or not.
I need to go through what we have in the Hearth status section. I know what we discussed, but I don't know what made it to the final draft. That's, well, I guess the first final draft. Oh my. Where are you, sir?
I went over to Highlands. I'm actually at the tower. I'm going to go underneath the cave and show off that for a second for the end of the stream.
They've built up a lot there. Nice. This is amazing. Yeah, if anybody is watching and they would like us to come and show off their place next time we're on a stream on Ark, Send one of us a message. We'll make sure that we come to the coordinates. We won't disclose your coordinates to anybody. We'll just show up. We won't go inside, mess with any of your things. We'll just be there showing off your buildings.
Yep, showing off builds. Hello, Fate of. And also, alright. Awesome. Welcome back. So this means the amount of custom tames per tier will increase. No, those custom tames are going to be a specific custom tame fitted to your RP of your kingdom, township, of whatever it is. So like, say the Nautilus crew or Wolfine became Kingdom, that we would go to them and be like, okay, so this is what the admins work together with, or an admin will work together, or more than likely Finn would work together with whoever it was of the kingdom or the leader. Like, okay, so what custom tame or what creature in Arc would fit your RP? And then we'll take what y'all say, and he would come, me and him will get together and be like, okay, well, let's see, they're a Wolfine, so they might want like a mythical dire wolf or something, or maybe a mythical ferox or something like that, or whatever. Some kind of something that would not count inside the, you can only have 10 of this, 5 of this, 3 of this, 2 of this, for mythicals and whatnot. That would count as a kingdom custom creature or a township custom creature, specifically allotted to fit the RP of the title owner. So no one else will be able to get that custom tame, not one person. There'll never be another made like it, and it would be simply a one of a kind for each village, each township, each of them. So it gives a variety, and it also takes away the, well, what do I get for a kingdom or a city? Like, do I get blueprints? Do I get tames that only I can breed? No, scratch that, throw all out the window. That stuff is kind of stupid. It makes it a little bland and very restricting on players, because what if I want an aloe? Well, now I gotta go freaking to this guy that's never on because he owns aloes. No.
Or ask permission.
No, we will give you something that's one of a kind and fits you, hopefully to a T, and that you can use. If it dies, it probably will die, but I am having ways of implementing resurrection into the server. It's something that's going to be coming in the next week or two, but it's probably going to be for tames
with the
only.
Psijic order coming.
Yes.
Yeah, we can discuss this.
The Psijic Masters and the Psijic Order and the Divines.
It would be extremely hard to get something revived, and it's not guaranteed, of course, that it would be exactly the same as what was murdered.
Yeah, nothing's ever exactly the same whenever it's revived. I mean, why don't you ask the Alchemist brothers,
Or Sarah,
Alchemist, oh god.
Sarah Lance.
Yeah, Sarah Lance. Alright, so if you lose Kingdom, do you lose the Tame?
I think so.
Yeah, you would lose the Tame. We wouldn't come and red gun it. It would more than likely be okay, we cryopod it, we go put it in like a certain cryo fridge that we have named, like we have some of this for some people that aren't playing anymore. They'll come back and we'll have some of their tames in cryo fridges with the cryo fridge named them. So it'd probably be like, one, we write down the details for each creature that's custom made anyways. So tagging whoever it belongs to in it is going to be super easy. So that way if that person comes back to a kingdom, they would be able to they would have that again. So if you went from village with a rare to a township or a legendary, you lose the rare, you get a legendary. Even if it's an upgraded version of what your rare is, you know what I mean? Like, you get just more stronger and stronger technically, because it's going to be fitted to your RP. So not each status isn't going to require you to think of a new tame to have. So when that happens, we'll get that more sorted out. But no, you would lose it, but it wouldn't be out of reach. If you gain that title back, you'd have it back, but it's not going to be like red gun or anything. I'm pretty sure that kind of concludes everything that we were going to talk about for now. We got some sneak peeks coming later. I am going to be streaming later for a fact when we go over to our Cyrodiil here later. But before we go, we have 15 people in chat. I was going to leave this open for any questions. I was going to give everybody 5 minutes to type in any questions they have. or feel free asking. It can be any kind of question. You can ask about us personally, you can ask about the server, you can ask about literally anything of the admins. You got Lone in here right now. I think Lieutenant Lickme is still in here. Yeah, and so is Edgy, but I'm pretty sure they might not be responding at the moment. So just for Findle, me, and Lone, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. Lucid Iris says, is there any benefits of your kingdom fits and looks same as you? You might have to reword that, Lucid. I don't understand that question. Sinful, we are about to end the stream. What you missed is we're doing a questionnaire. It's a Q&A. If anybody in the stream right now has any questions, it could be questions for the Lone, Findle, or the Archmage, myself. It could be any kind of question that you want. It's just a Q&A. It could be about the server. It could be anything like that. It could be about us personally. If you want to try to ask personal questions, no guarantee you're going to answer, but feel free. Lore-wise for the server, is it appropriate to fit in the obelisk or artifacts, to fit the obelisk or artifacts into the RP? Lore-wise for the server.
They are mentioned as portals or pathways of how you got here.
So, I guess in a sense, kind of picture that giant tower as just either a location that has a portal to below it, or just one ginormous portal that just allows things in and out to different realms.
The reason I love that Lone chose an Elder Scroll base so much is because there's so much lore still yet to be explored. There's so much that we can say is possible just because they haven't said it isn't.
And it's a whole different dimension, so we've got that to play with.
Exactly. Yes. It's the timeline of ESO, but this timeline is in a different dimension.
Exactly. So imagine a little bit of like multiverse.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the easiest way to describe it.
If we build our kingdom to look the exact same as an ESO town or kingdom, will there be any benefits to that? That's a great question. I'm wanting to implement something to that because it would be awesome to have Solitude, Windhelm, Riften. You know, we have Riverwood.
We have Solitude now too.
Lucid Iris is doing Solitude. We have Windhelm, kind of. We have the castle and the walkway of Windhelm, but we don't have anything else to it. We used to have Riften, but it wasn't. It was built to look like Riften, but only in the sense of above ground. There was no ragged flagon underneath.
If you still have your notes pulled up, put that in there as something that we'll discuss over the next couple days.
It has
also
to be in the realm that it's supposed to be in.
Yes, there we go. Hold on, let me type that. Benefit possible benefits for ESO based towns and kingdoms. And also, you said what else did I need to add there on the end?
It has to be within the realm that it's in. Like, you're not going to build Vivek in Hammerfell.
Within the realm that it...
of its origin.
There we go. Of its origin. Alright, there we go. Awesome. And, yeah, no, I've been wanting to do that. It would be actually really cool to have, like, some kind of specifics to, like, oh, you actually own, you know, you built Riften, and it fucking has the Ragged Flagon, and it's, like, you know, not a spitting image, but you could look at it and be like, oh, yeah, that's from Skyrim, or that's from Oblivion, or that's from whatever. Then there's going to be something that comes out of it. I don't know exactly what yet. Maybe it's a custom tame for each member that it's like, you know, this is an example. This is what I've thought about. Like, what if each member got they got their own tame, like their own land tames that were all identical, maybe of a rare set or something, but it was like not a fighting tame, not something you would bring to PvP, but something you use for RP, exploration, moving from point A to point B to get around the map, to not mess with people, but visit people, etc. Something that would be RP worthy, but not oh, they're just giving me more of this same thing over and over type thing. Is there any other questions? I don't believe. Akuma said, "How can I become a god?" You know what, Akuma? I'll tell you exactly where. A god. I know you're in party.
I'll take you to a special place and you can earn it.
I was like, aren't you a god?
I am a god.
Gregory,
Now,
stop.
last but not least, it wasn't a
Good job,
question,
Gregory.
but Monty wants me to tell you, Lone. So we did a canoe quest earlier today.
Yes, how did that go?
It was successful. I mean, it definitely was, held through to the end, and they definitely completed it. Was it fun and hilarious? Yes, it was.
Did Monty's
good timing for the stream? My computer just died.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on stream. I just can't look at any of the comments or anything at the moment. But yeah. So someone in chat, I was spawning things in, and I realized that nothing I can spawn it in will attack a canoe. It won't. You can tell it to red marker it and tell things to attack it. They will not go for it. A megalodon,
Right.
a dolphin, a T-Rex. It would not go for it, bro.
Wild stuff would though, right?
Huh?
Wild stuff did though, right?
No, man. The megalodons left them alone. Like the ones in the water that were like wild, left
Not
them
even
alone.
like Sarcos
completely.
or anything?
Oh, I don't know about Sarcos. I didn't spawn those in. I should have.
No, I
But
mean wild that were there.
Oh, the wild, I don't know. I just know the megalodons, we're getting them from Viking Bay to Red Ob is what we made them go to, and they were keeping Findle alive. So someone in chat was like, "Oh, well, spawn this in. This will definitely get them." So I spawned in an alpha lead.
No.
Guess who it got? Wait,
Got me.
why am I?
So Monty was on a boat following the canoe.
Yep.
And I knew that. But by the time I typed it in, and the time I had to react, the canoe was past me, which means Monty was above me.
Oh
and
yeah.
that alpha lead a level 1 hit his boat for 10,989.
Yep.
And one hit it. And I was like, this is going well. This event's going great.
Fuckery's afoot.
Yeah, fuckery's afoot. So Monty was not a part of an event, but
he became a part of the event
nonetheless, unknowingly became a stepped into hazardous material, aka hazardous material being me. But yeah, he wanted me to mention that to you. I thought that was, I ain't gonna lie, man. I spawned it in and I got stuck on it. So I moved, and because my oxygen's at like 3.6k, it like launched me into the air.
Oh yeah.
So I came back real fast, and when I came back real fast, I seen the lead was moving. Now the lead was like swimming through the water. I was like, okay, cool, it's going after them. Well, I looked up more just in time to see, oh, that's Monty. And I did not get that red gun out fast enough. But yeah, that's a little funny story for us. Taj, welcome to the chat. Give us a second. We are actually ending a stream. Alright, so we covered today, in today's stream, we covered 3 hours worth of material, which I know it was only 3 subjects, but we kind of bounced around a little bit, and appreciate you all for joining in and tuning in the server. We'll catch you guys in Discord or in-game. I'm going to be switching rooms, and then here in about an hour or two, once we get some of the admins back together and me and Lone group up, we're going to give you guys a sneak peek into what's coming up. Appreciate you guys joining the KOT